Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Goa Ahead. And the issue that we are debating this week is about political tourism and why every national leader right now is focused so much on Goa, the smallest state of the country with only 40 assembly seats. The Chief Minister of Goa has very nicely said that let them come. This is a part of political tourism. It's good for business. Whether it is really good for business or political business or business of politics. We are going to debate that issue today. I have four eminent panelists with me in the studio. First, on my right, I have spokesperson and leader of Trinamool Congress, Advocate Yatish Naik. Yatish, welcome. Next to him is senior lawyer, leader of the Congress party, Advocate Carlos Ferreira. Carlos, welcome. On my left, I have leader of the BJP and their spokesperson, Rupesh Kamath. Rupesh, welcome. And last but definitely not the least, I have Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson and leader, Valmiki Naik. Valmiki, I'll start with you. When you heard about this political tourism charge by the Chief Minister, what was your reaction, number one? Number two, why all the parties, including your party and your leader, Arvind Kejriwal, feel that this is a kind of a very high-octane, lucrative election, where the stakes are so high and you feel that you have a lot at stake here. What's the reason?
Your first point, Pramod, when the CM said that it is political tourism, it looks like more leaders of the national leaders of the BJP are coming to Goa for political tourism than any other party. So it looks like he has had to eat his words. They are a little worried about all these activities happening in a state where they have been here for 10 years and the anti-incumbency is at a really high point. Goa's politics is not just localized, but it's personalized, I would say. It is a voter-to-voter politics. You cannot do media campaigns, banners and other things like that and expect to get votes. You have to have a proper booth organization and you have to have what I would call a personal relationship of the party with the voter. And both this booth organization and personal relationship comes only with time. And that is what Aam Aadmi Party has invested in. We started slow, but we have been growing steadily and unstoppably. And I think the time for Aam Aadmi Party in Goa has come.
Yatish, how do you look at it? Your party has come into the fray just 4 months before the election. You have taken the entire state by the storm by putting up so many hoardings and publicity material. What do you want to achieve?
What do you want to achieve? Your question is wrongly framed. TMC has come to Goa because people of the state were looking out at a credible alternative. It is very clear that the state is facing very many issues, problems, and there are no solutions at sight by the government which are offered. We have an idea of governance which is all-inclusive and takes care of the ethos of Goa, culture of Goa, and to bring Goa back on the path of prosperity and development, which has now slided down. TMC became a national party in 2016. So TMC is here to provide a stable model of government which is pragmatic and which is delivery oriented in the interest of Goa and Goans.
Okay. Carlos Bab, now it has always been BJP versus Congress, and suddenly you are seeing contenders like Aam Aadmi Party or Trinamool Congress who are primarily playing into the Congress space or the anti-BJP space as of now. How is Congress looking at it? Or is this one point where you agree with the Chief Minister that this is political tourism?
The Chief Minister of the state definitely promotes the state. So if he wants to promote tourism, then it is his prerogative to promote tourism. If he wants to promote political tourism, it is because his government has failed. And definitely because his government has failed, he is making space for somebody else to come. But I don't call it political tourism. Let me be very clear on it. What we are seeing right now is politics of tourism is going on. And at the same time, I would use this phrase, this is politics of opportunism. So therefore, all these people who are parachuting into Goa at the last minute to try to eat up into the space and get the anti-incumbency vote in their favor, I think are taking a calculated risk, because if you would remember, for example, one of the art and technique of trying to seek to win votes or the mandate of the people is by splitting votes. So more the merrier, as we would say. There is always that fear that more would come and create a division of votes. But the voter in Goa, particularly the electorate, if you remember, the electorate in Goa is not like in other states where you have lakhs of voters. It's somewhere 27,000, 30,000. So with this kind of a vote bank, small vote bank, educated vote bank, and I think the voter will see through the game, and they will.
You're
be able to
saying
take a decision.
all these parties coming to Goa won't split the anti-BJP vote.
There would be some places where some people could get some votes, but it would not be sufficient to defeat the anti-BJP.
Okay, very, very interesting. Rupesh Bab, how do you look at it? More the merrier? Because right now, whatever is happening is primarily happening in the anti-BJP space, so to say. So, is this political tourism to your party's benefit?
Yeah, I think our Chief Minister rightly said this is what is happening is political tourism. As BJP had come in the assembly since 1994 and the organization was existing even before that. So as my friend Valmiki Naik said, that politics in Goa is different. It is a total different game altogether. The whole political scenario lies in the booth, in the voters, right up till the booth level. So BJP has been here for not a decade, but for almost 2 decades they have been active. And so leaders coming to Goa, BJP leaders, are not part of the political tourism. But here we see parties from Delhi, Bengal coming to Goa and trying to establish here. Not only they are coming as a political tourist, but they are coming through the political travel agency also. So all that things which is happening in Goa is not only decided and planned by the political parties, but they are political travel agencies. So this is the scenario, and all are fighting for the space.
Are you happy? Is your party happy that this is happening? Because right now everybody is saying, and even Kalus Bab mentioned about the split, that everybody is somehow trying to capture the anti-BJP vote space. Now there are 2 questions. Number 1, whether that split benefits you. Number 2, why everybody is feeling that there is so much of anti-incumbency space against the government, whether that's a danger sign for your government.
I feel it is more about the space created by the dismantling of Congress rather than the anti-incumbency of the government. And basically, they are fighting for that space. Whether it is beneficial or not, time will tell, but how far it can be. Because Goan politics again is complex, lot of individual aspirations and all other political strategies are part of this election. So how much it will benefit our party, the election.
But you are saying it is not primarily because of anti-incumbency against your government, then the dismantling of the Congress.
No, I think it is the dismantling of the Congress and the space created by Congress which is attracting,
which is inviting these political parties. Very interesting. Valmiki, he made a very crucial point. He said these parties from Delhi and Bengal. So somehow, not only BJP but even Congress, to a large extent, is trying to create this impression that these are the outsider parties and they are coming to Goa. How do you react to that, Valmiki?
I think I have to differ with my esteemed colleagues here. Firstly, because one is that BJP is making an assumption that there is a solid BJP vote bank. That is not true today. So this assumption is completely wrong, because today what you call the anti-BJP votes includes a large chunk of traditional voters of BJP themselves, because today everybody has suffered. The economy, whether it is or COVID or jobs or all the problems that Goa is facing today has not affected only Congress or Aam Aadmi Party or TMC voters. It has very badly affected BJP voters as well. So I think BJP is very worried about that. They are aware of it because they have that ground cadre and they have understood that this is a reality, and that is why they are sending all their national leaders in such high numbers. Secondly, I just want to point out that today, as of today, if you see, there are 3 serious political players in Goa. One is the BJP, Congress, and there is Aam Aadmi Party. I would reduce that down to even 2, because if you see the CM statements, and he has done it on more than 2 occasions. he has said that next government will be BJP and the next opposition will be Congress. So it looks like it has already been pre-decided what the next formation is going to be. This is the first time we are seeing a political party nominating the opposition as well. So looks like the BJP Congress deal, which was done post-poll last time in 2017, has been done pre-poll before 2022. As for Aam Aadmi Party, like I said, they may paint us however they like, but the fact is that Aam Aadmi Party has been here for more than 7 years. Each election we have fought, we have increased our vote share drastically. Today we have a cadre from Sattari to Salset, and most importantly, I think we have done a lot of groundwork, especially during COVID. You know, without being in government, without having a single MLA, we did more work than the BJP government. So today people look at us, they look at the Delhi model, and like I said, this is the time for Aam Aadmi Party.
Okay, Yatish, 2 points. Number one, that tag called this is an outsider party, this is a Bengal party. Number one. Number two, when it comes to split, do you think Rupesh made a point that you all are here because of the dismantling of the Congress party and dismantling of the Congress vote share? Do you believe that there is something called Congress vote share, or you feel that it is completely up for grabs?
See, understand, Pramod, where is BJP from? Did it originate in Goa? Where is Congress from? Did it originate in Goa? So why are you only talking of TMC as outsider? TMC is not an outsider party. We are all in TMC. We are Goans. We are from here. We have been in social life for so long. We are in political life for so long. So let us not fall prey to what the ruling party wants to say, because I agreed with my friend Valmiki when he said that political tourism, perhaps the high number of people of BJP coming from outside the state made CM speak about political tourism in the context of the happenings in his own party, nowhere else. Now, as far as your vote share thing is concerned, please understand, I said it perhaps on your debate earlier also, vote share is not a fixed deposit. There is a distinction. So, if you take care, if the government takes care, or the party in power takes care of it, the voters, takes care of the supporters, well-wishers, then its vote share remains intact. If it doesn't take care, the vote share withers away. What happened in states where governments have been overthrown? There is a particular state, take a case, there is a particular state, take UP. Congress was in power at one point of time, 2/3 majority. What happened today? Take Bengal. Communists were in power for such long period of time, 30 odd years. They were vote share. What happened to it? It withered. When you don't take care of voters, take care of your supporters, well-wishers, your vote share goes. That's happening in Goa today. People are upset with the BJP government. People don't want the BJP government. And people want a party with the will and resolve to take on BJP. And if you see nationally also, the party with the will and resolve to take on BJP is TMC. Let me only tell you one thing, that if you see BJP, which is in power today, it's only attacking TMC. You just hear the chief minister. He attacks that new dawn. He talks about something else. He's only attacking TMC. In fact, he seems to have chosen his opponent also.
So you're saying the threat perception is only from your party.
I am not saying. The chief minister through his insecurity is revealing that.
Okay. Carlos brought 2 points. Number one, is it the dismantling of the Congress that's creating this impression or invitation for the smaller parties to come in and think about grabbing that vote share? Number one, and Yatish makes a point that vote share is not a fixed deposit. So you cannot claim that there would be split, or even if there is split, it won't be significant, because you cannot primarily consider any vote share as your own vote share, because people have been voting for you in absence of an option. So how do you respond to both those points?
First thing about dismantling of the Congress. If you want to look back in 2017, elections, the mandate was against the BJP. The BJP had even numbers which were 13. And yet the BJP used every trick in the book and misused office and managed to form the government by cheating. Now, whatever happens, they have tried to run the government. This caused a lot of heartburn amongst the BJP supporters themselves, because they felt let down because their space was encroached by people who were not fit. Then they take in 10 people from the Congress. Now, if you want to say that there is a dismantling of the Congress, I can understand if Congress crumbles. But when you want to say Congress is bad and you try to take our people in it, what is your answer to the people in your constituencies when you take people whom you opposed? So in this manner you form the government by hook or by crook, and now you try to attack and say you are dismantling the Congress. You are not dismantling Congress, you are dismantling the BJP itself, and that is what is going to cost you a fortune in the next election. The second part of it is, you have to remember the Congress is now committed that they will not give tickets to defectors, whether directly or indirectly. And this has been made clear time and again, not only by our tall leaders like Chidambaram, but also Mr. Rahul Gandhi. When he came, he said the doors will be shut for the defectors. So this is a clear statement which has been made so that they can honeymoon, they can tango with these defectors and leave them to be left at their own mercy, or leave them high and dry as they want to do it. Now, as far as the vote share is concerned, there is generally a certain percentage of vote share which each political party controls or it holds. But looking at the system, the manner in which the political gamble has been taken, the manner in which the governance has been undertaken of the state, the manner in which the government is functioning, the government of the day is functioning, there is much propaganda, but there is nothing on the grassroots, nothing which the voters, the people at the grassroots can actually say this is helpless. On the last, because this government BJP has been there for 10 years. So for the last 10 years, what have they done? Can they show something? Even the bridges which they are doing, everything which is going on.
What happens to the Congress vote share? Whether Congress considers it as its own fixed deposit, or as Yatish mentions it, how can you say it's your vote share? There are so many examples all over the country where you had a 2/3 majority and then it withered away.
Yes. As far as the vote share is concerned, you don't forget, there is a fixed vote share and there is a floating vote share. So it is the fixed vote share which will still bring in the dedicated workers, the dedicated votes, and the floating vote share which we'll see on the performance, aspirations, candidate and many other things. I'm expecting that vote share to swing, because that swing is the one which will finally give the final run.
Okay, very interesting. Rupesh, Valmiki made that point, Yatish also made it, although they said that their parties are the principal opponent to the BJP. But Valmiki raised that issue of Chief Minister calling Congress as the principal opposition. Why are you saying that? Is it because you are very comfortable having Congress as an opposition and there is little discomfort when it comes to a party like AAP or Trinamool? What's the thought process behind that statement?
See, our Chief Minister has clearly said on media that in Goa, Congress is the principal opposition for the next coming election. It is not because of some other issues, but Congress has been here from since Goa has been liberated. It has been there before. So naturally, as our friend said, that they have a certain base. There has been a dismantling, but they have a vote share. So Congress has a vote share and it will be our principal opposition. And as far as the other political tourists are concerned, they will come, they will have their propaganda, they will see a lot of hoardings, a lot of advertisements, fake advertisements, fake news, all such kind of things will come in the near future. But the principal opposition for BJP here will be Congress. As it is there here, some other local parties will be there. So that is the main parties which are there at the local ground level. Are you saying that
because today your party is very comfortable having Congress as the opposition?
The situation may arise that yes, we may be comfortable, but we will not be so ignorant. We will fight the election to win. I feel BJP is the only party in the coming election that is fighting the election to win and form the government. Some parties are here to fight the BJP or to defeat the BJP, and some parties are here to find a space left by the Congress, and they want to either show Congress, they want to defeat the,
they want to capture the Congress space. Yeah, but you are saying BJP is the only party which wants to fight and win the election.
Absolutely.
Rest all have different motives. Yes. This brings me to a very final segment but very crucial question, Valmiki, and that is about the BJP vote share. What happens to the BJP vote share? Because the general perception is, looking at so many players in the anti-BJP space, even if a sizable chunk of BJP vote share is today upset with what happened post 2017, why would they move? Are they seeing a very clear alternative to BJP? And without seeing a clear alternative to BJP, would that vote share be comfortable in shifting or swinging?
Yeah, Pramod, that's why I said in the beginning that having a cadre and having an organization and a personal relationship with the voter is very important. Now, having worked on this in the past 7 years in Goa, we have realized that BJP vote share is not monolithic. It is, especially in this election, ready to split. But traditionally, BJP voters have not, they've almost been raised from childhood to hate Congress. So they cannot shift their vote to Congress. But they do see Aam Aadmi Party as a party that has delivered in Delhi, and they believe the promises and the guarantees of Arvind Kejriwal, and they are willing to give Aam Aadmi Party a try in Goa as well. So like I said, specifically I would like to say that since 1990 to 2005, there were 14 changes of government in Goa in just 15 years, including president's rule. Everybody wanted to be chief minister. One of them was even Mr. Luis Falero, who's now joined the TMC. There were chief ministers for 6 months, 8 months, even one for 13 days. And Goans suffered during that time. Since 2005, they have been voting for full mandates where a party can deliver for 5 years, but they still haven't received governance in return. And in 2017 we saw that the Congress party, which was the single largest party, literally handed over the mandate of the people on a platter to BJP. So now today, whether it is the BJP voter or the Congress voter, they have been disappointed, they have been betrayed, I would say, by both the parties.
You are
equally.
saying BJP vote share can shift, but it will never shift towards Congress. It may shift towards a non-Congress, non-BJP alternative.
Exactly, and today that is only Aam Aadmi Party, which also promises.
And you are saying you are
guarantees-
that non-Congress, non-BJP
we
alternative.
are the only alternative also because we deliver governance.
Okay.
That is also what has been missing.
Yatish, how do you look at it? The BJP vote share, because we talk about the Congress vote share, but what about the BJP vote share? Can that BJP vote share swing in absence of any firm consolidation on the other side?
See, please understand, your question is, can the BJP vote share swing? And Valmiki said that BJP vote share is splitting, will get split. I disagree with both of you all, because according to us, BJP vote share has swung. And according to us, BJP vote share has already split. Please understand, no particular...
where is it going? Where is it going?
I will tell you.
Yeah.
No particular party is a repository of a vote share. They are not captive voters. Vote share is something which attaches to the party when the party is promising, when the party goes by deliverables. When the party loses its sheen, luster, promise, becomes redundant, becomes anti-people, this vote share goes. Please see what happened with UGDP. Please see what happened with MGP in Goa. When the party lost its sheen, it lost its promise, the vote share migrated. And where does it migrate? It migrates to the next party which can take on. Therefore, I am saying the party which can take on the BJP is TMC. This vote share which is moving away from the BJP, which is moving away from the anti-BJP, so to say, repository, which my senior colleague here says from the legal fraternity and spokesperson of the Congress, Dr. Kalu says, it's not that way. They will swing towards the party which has the will and the resolve to take on BJP, which is only TMC today.
Okay, very interesting. Kalus Bab, they are saying that a BJP vote share can shift, but it will not shift towards Congress. It will prefer a non-Congress, non-BJP alternative.
I think that we can still be in disagreement, and I will tell you why.
Yeah.
If there's a statement which I would respectfully say was incorrect by Mr. Kamal, where he said that since Liberation Congress was here, Liberation Congress was not here ruling nor even winning one seat. It was MGP which was winning and United Goans which was there. Congress came in much later. Congress worked to come in. Similarly, even the BJP came later than the Congress, if you look at this history of Goa politics. So it was not overnight, everybody plummeted over here and just came. So that's the first part of it we have to know. So therefore, new political tourists, as they use the word, who have come in, would not overnight be able to come and grab any vote share.
You agree with them on that phrase of political tourists?
Which they use. That's the word which they use. So I'm using that word back.
Okay.
So number two, now you look at it. If you look back then, if Congress had consolidated votes bank and Congress was again and again in government, it is the Congress vote bank which went away and went into a different party. And there is where the BJP captured some ground. So therefore, if anybody touches his heart, touches his mind, they will see that the good days were with the Congress. And I can tell you it's like homecoming. Many say Congress was much better than the present government of the day. I'm not talking of those 10 defectors who went and those 3 defectors who went. I'm talking of people and the voters who have been with the Congress before.
You are saying BJP vote share or the BJP voter for last 2 decades can still make up his mind to vote for Congress.
There are many, because I have gone on the ground, I have spoken, I'm telling you how it works. Whatever people may say, people will not show you. When the ballot is cast, when the code of conduct is imposed, you will see people come out.
Very, very final words.
And blast the BJP.
Final words, Rupesh. They all feel it is not only the Congress vote share, but even they are feeling tempting towards the BJP vote share.
I totally disagree. BJP's vote share is intact, and if you see the last election, especially the ZP election, which was fought on party symbols, BJP has got a clear majority across the state. They have swept the municipal elections later on, and I don't see any vote share going down. Of course, after having 10 years of governance, there will be some incumbency factor and there will be some going out, coming in. But other than that, I don't see a
you are not seeing a major shift.
In the
You are not
vote
seeing
share.
a major shift.
And the elections have proved, all the local bodies elections which were held just 2 years back, 1 year back, it has proved that BJP's vote share is intact, and it will definitely form the next government.
Rupesh, Valmiki, Dr. Carlos, Yatish, thanks a lot. I'm completely out of time, but I think in the next 2 months we should know whether the political tourists become the political stakeholders or this is just another election that ends up between Congress and BJP. All of you, thanks a lot for participating in this debate and being on the panel. Keep watching. Go ahead.